What's up guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video I'm going to show you the top 10 anime where the MC is strong from the start and surprises everyone. So knowing that many of you weeaboo people like this, if you want to do a part 2, can we reach a goal of 5,000 likes? And I know with your support there can be 5,000 likes. And don't forget there will be a link to my Discord server in the description below. So anyways, let's start the video. Well, starting at the list at number 10, we have an anime called Oisekai no Chizende, or World War Blue. The story reimagines the real-life console wars as a fantasy tale. The Segiwa Kingdom is locked in an age-old war with an Interido Empire for dominance of the land of the consume. Segiwa now finds itself on the defense, but an unlikely hero has risen in the form of Gear, a boy who brags about his breakneck speed. Gear helps turn the tide of the war. All the characters are parodies of Nintendo or Sega games such as Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Bros., or The Legend of Zelda, and etc. And coming in at number 9, we have Hagra Yusha no Estika. About 30 years prior to the start of the Hagra Yusha no Elitica, a number of selected people from Earth were summoned to other worlds with only about half of them being able to return. One of the young people chosen was Akatsuki Azwa, who was sent to Alizur to defeat the Dark Lord Garius, which he did before returning to his original world, and some of the successful chosen ones brought back little trinkets as souvenirs. Akatsuki, on the other hand, went a different route and brought back the defeated Dark Lord's daughter Mew, who is now posing as his long-lost little sister. Upon returning, Akatsuki and Mew are forced to join a special school called Babel, where they must train to one day master the powers they gain in Alizard, in hopes that they will one day be able to serve mankind. Will Akatsuki and Mew be able to keep their identities a secret, or will the plan to live peaceful lives together go up in flames? Coming in at number 8, we got an anime called The Black Cat. Completing every job with ruthless accuracy, Trained Heartnet is an infamous assassin with no regard for human life. Donning the moniker Black Cat in the underground world, the elite killer works for a powerful secret organization known only as Kronos. One gloomy night, the blasé gunman stumbles upon Saya Menatsuki, an enigmatic bounty hunter, and soon develops an odd friendship with her. Influenced by Saya's positive outlook on life, Train begins to rethink his life. Deciding to abandon his role as Black Cat, he instead opts to head down a virtuous path as an honest bounty hunter. However, Kronos, and particularly Creed Disknith, Train's possessive underling, is not impressed with Train's sudden change of heart and vows to resort to extreme measures in order to bring back the emissary of bad luck. This assassin turned stray cat can only wander so far before the deafening sound of gunfire rings out. And bleeding out at number 7, we have the anime called Blood Lad. So Stas Charlie Blood is a powerful vampire who rules the eastern district of the demon world. According to the rumors, he's a bloodthirsty, merciless monster, but in reality, Stas is just an otaku obsessed with Japanese culture and completely uninterested in human blood. Leaving the management of his territory to his underlings, Stas spends his days lazing around indulging in anime, manga, and games. When Fumi Yanagi, a Japanese girl, accidentally wanders through a portal leading into the demon world, Stas is overjoyed. But just as he's starting to feel an unusual attraction to her, his territory is attacked, resulting in Fumi's untimely death. She turns into a wandering ghost and Stas vows to resurrect her, as this would mean being able to travel to the human world, something he always dreamed of. Blood Lad follows Stas and Fumi, soon joined by the spatial magician Bell and the half-werewolf Wolf, as they travel to find magic that can bring humans back to life. Coming in at number 6, we have the anime called Chrome Shell the Regos. In a post-apocalyptic world overrun with mutated beasts called Limbicune or filth monsters, humanity is forced to live in large mobile cities called Regos and learn to use special weapons called Dite by harnessing the power of ki to defend themselves. In the academy city of Zulani, Leifon Alazif is hoping to start a new life and forget his past. However, his past has caught the attention of Karen Lost, the manipulative student council president, and Nina Antok, a military arts student captain of the 17th Military Arts Platoon, who instantly recognizes his abilities and decides he's the perfect candidate to join her group. However, with a secret past that won't leave him alone, and unknown powers beyond normal, Leifon just might not take it. Moving on to number 5, we have Magi Sinbad no Buken. In the small impoverished Tyson village of Parthivia Empire, a boy Sinbad is born to the jaded ex-soldier Badr and his kind-hearted wife Ezra. His birth creates a radiant surge throughout the Rook, a declaration of singularity to those who stand at the pinnacle of magical might. The child of destiny is here. Despite his country being plagued by economic instability and repercussions of war, Sinbad leads a cheerful life, until a stranger arrives shattering his peaceful world and tragedy soon befalls him. Years later, mysterious edifices called dungeons have been erected all over the world. Rumored to contain great power and treasures, these dungeons pique the interest of adventurers and armies alike, though to this day none have returned therefrom. Sinbad, now 14, has grown into a charming and talented young boy. Inspired by the shocking events of his childhood and by his father's words, he yearns to begin exploring the world beyond his village. And as though orchestrated by fate, Sinbad meets an enigmatic traveler named Yunnan. Stirred by Sinbad's story and ambitions, Yunnan directs him to a dungeon which claims holds the power Sinbad needs to achieve his goals. The power of a king. Magi Sinbad no Buken tells the epic saga of Sinbad's early life as he travels the world, honing his skill and influence, while gathering allies and power to become the High King of the Seven Seas. Continuing at number 4, we have the anime called Raka no Yusha. An ancient legend states that with the revival of the demon god, 6 heroes, the brave of the 6 flowers, will be chosen by the goddess of fate, granting them power to rise up against the fiends attempting to turn the world into a living hell. Atlet Mayer, self-proclaimed strongest man in the world, has arrived at the continent of Pina in hopes of becoming a brave. Although it doesn't go as smoothly as planned, Atlet is ultimately chosen as one of the 6 heroes shortly after being greeted by Nashita Nana Loa Piana Askristra, Crown Princess and fellow brave. Roka no Yusha follows the two as they embark upon their destined journey to fight the demon god, intending to meet up with their fellow heroes at a small temple outside the land of the howling demons. However, when they finally unite, 7 heroes are present, and soon the others begin to suspect Atlet to be a fraud. Now on the run, Atlet must utilize his unique skill set and wit and fight for his life to identify which member of the group is the true imposter before it's too late. And coming in at number 3, we have the anime called Sirius the Jaeger. In the year 1930, vampires have infiltrated Tokyo to feast upon its unsuspecting citizens. As the number of victims continued to rise, the city's authorities decided to hire the Jaegers, a strange, diverse group of individuals tasked by the V shipping company to hunt down the vampires around the world. Carrying the musical instrument cases to disguise their identity, the Jaegers battle the vampires with the same mercilessness demonstrated by their foes. Yuli, the Jaeger's most skilled warrior, is the sole survivor of the vampire raid on his home village. Using the strength granted by the werewolf blood, he works with his team to assist Tokyo's law enforcement with the city vampire problem. Though under the pretense of the helping police, the Jaegers are actually fighting the vampires over the mystical Ark of Sirius. With its power to change the fate of the world, Yuli and his friends must locate the artifact before the vampires can use it to achieve their destructive goals. And for number 2, we have the anime called K-Project. So kings are individuals who have been bestowed with incredible supernatural powers and granted the ability to recruit others into their clans. Protecting the lives and honor of their clansmen is an integral part of the king's duties. After a video depicting the heinous murder of a red clansman spreads virally, the unassuming student Yashiro Isyana is accused of homicide. Now a manhunt is underway for his head, bringing him into contact with the infamous black dog Kuro Yakadagami, a skilled swordsman and martial artist determined to follow the wishes of his late master, the 7th king. Meanwhile, the current Red King, Makoto Su, faces his own imminent demise as the search for Yashiro narrows. But during Yashiro's struggle to prove his innocence, a greater conspiracy is unraveling behind the scenes. Clouds begin to appear in his memory, and close friends start to question his very existence. What begins as a simple murder is now leading towards a full-blown war between kings, with the very fate of the world at stake. And finally, for number 1, One Punch Man. So the seemingly ordinary, unimpressive Saitama has a rather unique hobby, being a hero. In order to pursue his childhood dream, he trained relentlessly for 3 years and lost all his hair in the process. And now Saitama is incredibly powerful, so much so that no enemy is able to defeat him yet in a battle. In fact, all it takes to defeat evildoers with just one punch has led to an unexpected problem. He is no longer able to enjoy the thrill of battling and has become quite bored. This all changes with the arrival of Genos, a 19-year-old cyborg who wishes to be Saitama's disciple after seeing what he's capable of. Then Genos proposes that the two join the Hero Association in order to become certified heroes that will be recognized for their positive contributions to society. And Saitama, shocked that no one knows who he is, quickly agrees. And thus begins the story of One Punch Man, an action comedy that follows an eccentric individual who longs to fight strong enemies that can hopefully give him the excitement he once felt, and just maybe, he'll become popular in the process. Alright, thank you for watching the video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Also enter my Discord, the link will be in the description below. And as always, see you in the next video.
You can find all kinds of themes merch on beautifulhalo.com. We have anime, comic, game, memes, and many other themes merch. Check the link in the description and find your favorite hoodies and tees now.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee. I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradle.